Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the St. John's versus Sacred Heart college basketball matchup on Wednesday, December 6, 2023. Of course, we do tons of free picks at Pickdawgz, but if you're looking for the games I like the best, those are the ones I put at the premium picks tab. So use the discount code PICK to get 15% off any purchases there. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, text the number you see on the screen. It's not available on the website, so text that number. But let's get to this one. St. John's taking on Sacred Heart. And for St. John's, year one of Rick Pitino's reign there. We know Rick Pitino has won everywhere he's been at the college level, including his last stint at Iona, where he got the Gales to the NCAA tournament and, of course, made some noise once he got there. That's what he does, and who knows what he would have done with another year there, but he didn't have to wait another year. He returns to the Big East, and, of course, he is a New York City guy. He loves New York City. He coached the Knicks as well, and, of course, he's got national championships at Kentucky and Louisville. Of course, he had a Final Four with Providence, or Elite Eight, I believe it was, with Providence, with Billy Donovan's team. So like I said, Rick Pitino has been doing it for a long time, and boy, he just knows how to recruit. He also knows how to flat out coach. He's up against a Sacred Heart team that enters this game 4-5 on the season, just 1-3 straight up on the road, but 3-1 against the number on the road. Sacred Heart, not a horrible team by any stretch of the imagination. Certainly not a household name like St. John's. Certainly not a Big East team like St. John's, but they have some, guys that can play on this team. Of course, they opened against Iona, Rick Pitino's old team, and then here they play Rick Pitino's new team here in this spot. They haven't had a lot of success this season, but covering the spread to me is a lot of success. So they have a winning record against the number, and that's all I really care about. When we look at St. John's, they're kind of putting it together a little bit. The win over North Texas, 53-52, they were a 5-point favorite in that game, so they didn't cover the spread. The loss to Dayton, who's underrated, and then wins over Holy Cross in West Virginia, show me that St. John's is going in the right direction. I did like them against Michigan. They were a 3-point favorite and came up way on the wrong end of that thing. And, last year, St. John's came off a season where they were absolutely terrible. That's how you end up, right, with a new head coach. So I think the Johnnies certainly have some work to do, but, we've seen this with Rick Pitino. It's never an overnight turnaround. It certainly, he has teams pointed in the right direction after the first year, but normally it takes them, 2, maybe even 3 years before we really start to see it happen. But in the day and age of the transfer portal and image licensing, he might get there even a little bit sooner this time around. Sacred Heart can throw the three up, and to me, that's always the great equalizer. And St. John's does not defend the three very well. It's kind of an un-Rick Pitino-like thing because they actually shoot the three really well, shoot really efficiently from the floor, a lot like we saw Iona do last season. Meanwhile, Sacred Heart, not the dregs of dregs when it comes to defense, but certainly not an elite team either. Team shooting 43.1% against them, so below the national average, but certainly not among the national leaders either. And when we look at that schedule, it's not exactly like they've played the best of the best. To me, this is just a lot of points to be laying, so I think I'm just going to take the 19.5 with Sacred Heart and try my luck, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at Sports Chat Plays. 100% free. They'll tell you how often historically all the bets on the board have hit. Then they'll pair them with today's odds, putting you on the most favorable bets today.